It was Agatha all along. Wow, Agatha All Along. Season one, I think this is going to be a one season show, but it's a continuation off of WandaVision that came out back in 2020, 2021, a few years ago. And it's a direct follow up on that TV show following the titular character Agatha Harkness. Currently in the show, she is still locked in the mind fuck that Wanda put her in after she antagonized Wanda at the end of season one of WandaVision. And I gotta say, for a show I had zero expectations on. Like, I know everyone was saying, "Oh, the Penguin's coming out and Agatha's coming out days apart. What is going to be better?" I had all my money on the Penguin. Let's be real. The Batman was a great show, great movie, and that universe is so well done. With Agatha, I'm like, she was a great, compelling villain, but I don't care if we don't see her again. Now, I know she's a little bit big into comics. I don't know much about her side of the comic sphere, but I gotta say, this show has thoroughly impressed me. Hey guys, it's AK with the Popcorn Perspective here just to give you my quick feedbacks or thoughts on the two episodes we've gotten. Now, Jay is watching the show. He'll be with me here shortly next week, hopefully. Unfortunately, he was just a little too busy this week to film a video here, but he'll be catching up and he'll be jumping in discussions shortly. But overall, I gotta say, fantastic show. I love the mystery, love the drama, the characters, chemistry, especially between like obviously Captain Hans, Agatha, and Aubrey Plaza's. I think her name was Rio, something along those lines. But both of them, the chemistry was perfect. And then obviously we have the teen, played by Joe Locke. I don't know much about the actor Joe Locke, but based on what I can tell here is he seems to be pretty damn witty. He seems to have great on-screen chemistry with the two with Captain Han's character. Plus, he seems to have such a great comedic timing. So I'm thoroughly enjoying what we've gotten of him so far. Though he is the ultimate mystery of the show, at least that has been presented within these two episodes. Every time he tries to talk about himself, his name, where he came from, it's very well done in the fact that it's all blurred out in show. Where even Catherine Hahn's Agatha is like, wait, I couldn't catch that. So want to say that again?
Where are you from?
Me? Originally, I was born and
I loved it. It was great. And it's adding mystery to who this character is. Now I know all the theories out there that he's Billy, Wanda's kid. Definitely could be. He could also be. I know Agatha seems to have lost her son, Scratch, and it could be Scratch as well. You know, I guess the character who the teen is up to interpretation. Obviously, we'll get more answers as the show comes on. But I feel like for the two episodes we got, the mysteries that we got in was very well earned. Everything feels very organic, and it didn't feel like a mystery for the sake of a mystery. It feels like it's telling an overall arcing narrative story, which is why I like it a lot. Now, with the plot of the first two episodes is Agatha has to break away from the spell that Wanda put her under. She breaks out of the spell by the help of the teen and by help of Aubrey Plaza's character Rio, and she gets broken out, and Rio is like, I can kill you right now, or I can wait till the Salem 7, who is apparently supposed to be the most powerful witches in the area, and have them destroy you for my satisfaction. So that's basically what happens is Rio flees to tell the 7 that Agatha has escaped her spell, and she's has no more magic since Wanda stripped her from her magic, and now she's able to be killed. She's freed for the taking. And that's where Aubrey Plaza's character leaves. Rio leaves. She doesn't make an appearance in season episode 2. Um, but Captain Han and the teen, Agatha and the teen, they realize the only way Agatha can get her powers back is if she goes to the richest road and conquers that road. And I guess there's a loophole, there's a way to get what you wish for. It's very Wizard of Ozzy, based on what I could tell, based on the teasers and trailers, you get to the end of the road and you get some kind of like a wish granted to you, is what I'm able to tell. And she was the only witch to have ever conquered the road once upon a time, Agatha. But now Agatha has no powers, which is why this is going to be more difficult. And apparently, you need a coven of witches in order to go through. So that's my biggest caveat with episode two is finding these witches. Now we do find three different witches. We get Jennifer Kale, who plays a herbologist, Rich, like a potion master. We get, I think her name is Alice, who is a protector Rich. She's an ex cop. And then we get, and I did not catch her name, um, but a mind reader, fortune teller. She practices divination. So I love seeing all these different strands of witches within the MCU. We got a protector witch, so that's probably somebody who can do defensive spells or offensive spells. We have a herbologist, someone who can heal and I guess give you extra power ups. A divinationist, she plays a big role here because she basically writes down via a psychic reading all the witches in the nearby area that Agatha can recruit, including herself. So I like that she's able. There's a lot of different power sets that's being discussed and shown in the show, and then she also recruits Mrs. Hart, which is because she didn't want to get someone with a black heart, which is most likely going to be Rio because Agatha and Rio hates each other. So the mind reader, the fortune teller, she writes a list of witches, and she said we need all of these witches in order to go to the witches road in order to call it and to go under. And she one of the names, which is a black heart, and Rio in episode one said I have a black heart. Basically, before that's her. But instead, she recruits Deborah Jo Rupp's Mrs. Hart, and we know Mrs. Hart from WandaVision as the old neighbor, old couple in the neighbor, Vision's boss's wife. So it was great to see her back, and she's such a joy. She's like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I'm just I'm here for the fun. I'm here for the party. So I thoroughly enjoyed that character. She was fun. But that's where the episode ends. Episode two ends where they finally entered the witch's road, and I think that's why I enjoy the show a lot. Is instead of taking its time to get here, which I understand. Like I said, I wish we understood these characters a little more. The fortune teller, the protector, and the herbologist. But we still have all season to get to know them. They all have the same issue where they are broken down, about to be kicked out of their homes, or their business about to close down due to lack of money or lawsuits. So they all having some kind of financial hurdles they have to overcome. Hence the reason why it was easy for Agatha to recruit them. But I felt like that was kind of a cop out. All of them having the same issue. But I mean, overall, all of them have great chemistry together. I think now that they're in the Witches Road, this is when all the fun, all the excitement is going to happen. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping this does not fall into the same thing that Echo or Secret Invasions, She Who Must Not Be Named, She-Hulk, shows where it starts out pretty good, but then it falters midway and just gets bad by the end. I'm hoping this sticks landing. That's one thing I feel like Marvel shows just don't do is they always start off so good, but by episode six or episode seven or the finale, you're just like, okay, nothing really happened, or whatever was building up didn't have a good payoff. So I'm hoping this pays it off. Like I said, two episodes in, I love it. We get a nice spooky humor. It kind of reminded me like a Halloween Town from those old Disney Channel movies. It had like the Disney camp to it, but it wasn't like cringy camp. It was just funny, cheesy, yet wholesome camp, which I enjoyed. Overall, two episodes in, I'll probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I thoroughly want more. I'm invested with these characters. And there's a lot of mystery being built up. Obviously, we don't know who Aubrey Plaza's character really is. We really don't know who the other sidekick Rich is. Obviously, Miss Hart was part of the ritual, which called the Witch's Road. So maybe she does have some magical powers that we just do not know of yet. Obviously, the Joe Locke's character, Teen, we don't know who he is, and obviously Agatha's ultimate goal. We know her goal is to gain her powers back, but to what extent? So there's a lot that is being built up in this show. I'm enjoying it, and I gotta say, Marvel, please stick the landing. This show can either be one of the best MCU shows or one of the most forgettable. And it's all how you end it. It's the Halloween season, it's end of September, October is near. This is a great Halloween show, and watch it if you haven't given it a chance yet. Let me know down below if you've seen the show. What do you think? Where do you want the show to go? Are you hyped? Are you invested? Let me know down below. Thanks. And like I said, Jay will be along with us here soon, so he will give us his thoughts on the first two episodes briefly once he returns on stream. Well, thank you guys.